It's early morning outside Hawthorne, Nevada, and our convoy is rolling across wide, well-graded gravel roads, the kind carved straight through the desert when miners needed to move ore, supplies, and the hope of the next big strike from one ridge to the next. It's winter here, but the region has not received any significant precipitation yet, leaving the trails dusty and the air crisp and cold. Our time in Hawthorne has already taken us west and north through its old mining districts. But today, our route swings southeast, where stories hint at a place simply called the Rock Cabin Mine. Leaving the wide gravel road behind, we follow a faint two-track toward the ridge, probably made years ago by horse and wagon. The trail tightens quickly, twisting into rising hills and shallow, winding ravines. But searches like this don't begin out here. Earlier that morning, before the hills rose around us, we'd hashed out the day's plan in the parking lot, a quick rundown of what we'd hoped to find. The Rock Cabin Mine was our wild card. After that, the day would take us to the Silver Dyke Mine, and then finish up with dinner and a bonfire under the desert night sky. Deep inside the ravine, we wedge the rigs into whatever pockets of space we can find. From here, wheels won't help us. The search becomes a matter of climbing loose rock and scanning hillsides that all look exactly the same. With no clear trail and more ground than we can cover on foot, we deploy the drone to sweep ridgelines, draws, and shadowed pockets in the canyon walls. And finally, tucked against the hillside, we spot it. A shape blending so naturally into the desert that it almost passes as just another rock outcrop. But the lines are too straight, the angles too intentional, something carved by human hands, not geologic time. The remains of a small stone cabin.
So we've got a stone cabin here. It's called the Rock Stone Cabin Mine, maybe. But just up here in the middle of nowhere, here off Garfield Mine Road.
This is probably what he was after right here. He was probably seeing the quartz.
Oh, chasing the quartz vein?
Yeah.
So
with
looking
all
for
of this
gold.
inside of it. And I don't know. I'm not a geologist, man. I don't know enough about this stuff to go in. You crush this up, get this other material out of it.
We got this small little cabin. This is probably, what is this? This is probably like a 12 by 12 little cabin. They built a little stone fireplace up in here.
There's a couple more.
This is a pit. They would bring supplies out here on a wagon, and they would bring rice and beans and goods, oil, and
That's a tiny house.
they would haul it in here
There's like no room.
and mine.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like he was prospecting a little bit right there.
Ooh.
See how it's all ununiform?
And this is a whiskey bottle?
More than likely, yeah. So this is separate from this. They actually make this, and make this, and then they put this on, and they blow glass or get glass hot and seal it.
And you said late 1800s?
Well, I'd have to look it up and see when they went from this type of cork only to a screw top. You can sort of date stuff by this. You know who's good at that? Coyote Works.
It's true.
With the rock cabin behind us, and a little more respect for the miners who carved out a life up here, we turn the rigs downhill, back toward the wide valley that runs the length of this southeastern district. From the tight ravines, the trail spits us back onto familiar ground, the broad, graded road that cuts straight across the valley like a surveyor's line. Out here, the distances stretch, the terrain breathes again, and the next chapter of the day waits somewhere beyond the horizon. A short hop north on Highway 95 gives us time to reset before we tackle our next adventure, the Silver Dyke Mine. We peel off the pavement and head west, back onto dirt. This route threads its way toward the Excelsior Mountains, a maze of rugged canyons and narrow draws where the Silver Dyke Mine was carved deep into the rock. As the road bends into the first canyon, the terrain changes fast. Walls rise on both sides, the trail tightens, and you can feel the mountains pulling us in. This is the kind of country where miners followed the veins straight into the earth, and the Silver Dyke was one of the more ambitious operations out here. Every turn takes us deeper into a landscape shaped by picks, shovels, dynamite, and a stubborn belief that the next strike was just one tunnel farther. The canyon gets steeper, the trail more interesting, the kind of approach that tells you you're getting close. And then, tucked into the upper reaches of the canyon, the Silver Dyke Mine comes into view. Larger, more developed than the rock cabin site. If the cabin was a small-scale two-man operation, the Silver Dyke was something altogether different. At the bottom of the narrow canyon that holds the Silver Dyke, open space is hard to come by. We tuck the rigs in tight, the tall canyon walls closing around us, casting long shadows and cutting off what little warmth the winter sun has to offer. Lunch turns into a quick, cold affair, with everyone huddled around tailgates or ducking back inside rigs as a sharp January breeze does its best to steal the heat. The only way to reach the Silver Dyke's mine entrance is on foot. From the canyon floor, the old two-track gives way to a faint single-trail climb toward the heart of the operation. What we find here are the aging ruins of a once ambitious enterprise. Stamp mill foundations, rusted gear, and infrastructure that hints at a much larger effort than you'd expect for a canyon this remote. Thinking about the amount of lumber, iron, steel, and equipment that was hauled up here, up this twisting, winding canyon, is humbling. This wasn't a small prospect. The Silver Dyke was a significant operation with the main workings on the canyon floor and additional levels and camps carved into the hillside above, all part of one sprawling mining complex. Despite the name, the Silver Dyke wasn't really a silver mine in the classic sense. Around 1915, prospectors searching for silver instead uncovered scheelite or tungsten, a mineral especially useful for tool, steel, and industrial use. The property officially opened as a tungsten mine, tapping into a metal that became especially valuable during World War I. Through the war years and into the 1920s, the Silver Dyke grew into one of Nevada's more productive tungsten operations, at times pulling dozens of tons of ore a day and producing a high-grade concentrate that justified employing hundreds of men, carving multiple levels into the canyon walls and building mills, power systems, and water infrastructure in terrain that fought the miners every step of the way. Newspapers from the late 1920s give a glimpse of just how isolated this place really was. Sudden cloud bursts could wash out the only road in, sometimes leaving crews, and even the superintendent, marooned at the mine until boulders and debris could be cleared, a process that could take days. Even after operators laid tens of thousands of feet of pipeline across the valley to bring water to the mill from springs miles away, threading pipe through desert flats and narrow canyons alike, like many mining ventures in Nevada, the Silver Dyke's fortunes rose and fell with commodity prices and global demand, and by the late 1930s, operations had largely shut down. What remains are the skeletal bones of a once bustling mountain enterprise, silent now, but still rich with the stories of the hard rock miners who worked, endured, and, for a time, made this remote canyon their home. After scrambling up steep hillsides, across boulder fields, and over seemingly endless tailings, we reach a small, flat bench cut into the slope. Tucked against the hillside, partially hidden by young trees slowly reclaiming the scarred landscape, is a hole in the earth just big enough to squeeze through. This is our entrance into the inner workings of the Silver Dyke Mine. The Silver Dyke is easily one of the most developed and well-preserved mining complexes I've explored. We've been in mines with ladders dropping down into levels far beyond sight, but this one feels more complete, more intact. There's a full mine replica at the Nevada State Museum in Carson City that showcases the features of a working operation, and the Silver Dyke has many of those same elements. Old rail track, control rooms, tunnels running in every direction, multiple levels, ore chutes, timber bracing barely holding back the mountain, and relics left behind from another era.
Right here. Should we go straight, or which way you want to take first?
I don't know which way do they
I'm pretty sure the control room is this way.
Let's go there first.
Well, look at this.
Shotgun shells?
No, these are,
Explosives?
let's say here. Radio and battery? Oh, that's a dry battery. This is an old battery.
That's kind of dope.
What? Look at that. Rizia?
No, it's Rizla.
Oh, Rizla. This, our life is being held up by this little, I don't know. Huh. Carset jack bed. Oh my.
But
Oh, that's kind of, yeah, we're not going this way, but it's fun to look at.
oh Lord. Yeah, that's not good.
Oh my. So we've got, I can't remember these
I
little,
wouldn't go too close to that.
these little sluice things up here.
That's a big drop.
Yeah. I don't think it's that far. Oh my. Looks like there's a hole up here.
We're liable to get lost in here. You sure? It's got like sparks in it.
Yeah, these aren't batteries, Dad.
You don't think so? Wow.
These are the same size. These are rock.
Oh, here's the other end of that where we stopped, guys. We just made a big circle.
Where we stopped.
Remember that big hole where you said, Dad, don't go down there?
Oh, yeah.
So we're on the other side. There's an old sawhorse. So, yeah, we've got all kinds of old documentation.
But remember, there's a hole over there.
Oh, right here, yeah.
Big one.
I think this is the control. Yeah, here we go. We've got, yeah, this is one of the control rooms. All the equipment is gone compared to like some control rooms, but you can see this is their little.
Yeah, that's the hole.
Why not? It's feels solid.
This is an old cook stove right here.
Don't show right hole. These seem newer though.
Well, this is a newer Matchbox Safeway, but obviously some of this old stuff.
Poison.
Alkaline Atlas charge dry batteries.
Lantern battery.
So 1964.
And then what are these things, Dad?
That is like, I think it's a communication cable. That reminds me of the old telephone.
What do you think's down that hole?
Well,
That goes up so high.
Thing is, does come loose. I don't want to crush any of you guys.
Only if Tyler wants.
you can see Tyler's special spelunking shoes, his Converse.
Oh, my eyes, there's so much dust.
Whoa, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Good grief, I thought there'd be shafts. Like, you know, there's air coming out of here for sure.
And there's a bunch of that now.
So we've got a little bit of a cave in here. Oh my word, it's like the caves of Moria. Look at this vast crack just that they found here.
It's like my crack.
Okay, great.
Sorry. Dang.
Does that feel pretty stable?
Not really.
You didn't think so?
Not on this last part. Be careful, Father.
This is where we say goodbye.
Are you getting?
Well, we'll come right back.
Oh, God.
That felt better.
Bored.
And now our giant ceiling crack has come back.
It's like Minecraft.
This last time.
I'm almost freaking dying. At least there's a wall here for me to step on. Oof.
Hello.
Down there. Oh, hey.
So look at this old bottle.
Why is my headlamp being dumb? He's right. He'll come back.
Oh, sugar.
Fine.
Has to be my back. I'm gonna go back.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, have fun with that.
Okay. He's right there. Oh, there he goes. He's chasing them.
Is he really? Is he
Yes,
really?
he's so chasing them.
If you hear her scream, it's probably her realizing that he's chasing them.
Oh, here's his nail, but that's not gonna be good. I'm gonna find one that's chisel shaped and then bonk it with a rock. Oh yeah, dude, look at how solid that is.
Oh my.
Called Noble X cut. There's three different things saying Noble. Is this like a actual?
With our time at the Silver Dyke coming to an end, we work our way back down the same canyon trails the miners once traveled, easing out of the narrow walls and back onto the open desert valley floor. From there, it's a short run along Highway 95 and then east of Hawthorne to our final stop, the Simon Mine. We set up on a wide, open flat with unobstructed views of the valley below and the mountain ranges stretching off to the west, just in time to catch the sun sinking into the desert horizon. As the temperature drops, a bonfire pushes back the winter chill, and with good friends gathered around it, dinner gets cooked, stories get told, leftovers get shared, and we're reminded how fortunate we are for the time, the resources, the rigs, and the gear, and the families who make adventures like this possible. I hope you've enjoyed coming along on this one. Thanks for being a part of the journey. We'll see you again out on the trail. And until next time, adventure on.